Well, today I'm here to talk about light-struck beers, or skunk beers as most people know them. But first, more importantly, I am drinking Root and Branch Growing Up Absurd. Double India Pale Ale, double IPA, blah, blah, blah. Hands down, top 2 IPA makers on the island. Maybe even. Thank you, fabulous faces. Kellie, for the beer. All right, it's coming barbecue season. And we're gonna be outside drinking beer a lot. Grilling, just hanging out, swimming, everything. And most of us will be drinking beers, or at least most of you watching this channel right now. There are a few things that are gonna help that experience out. All right, 1, a beer has hops. Every beer has hops. This is loaded with hops. Sun shines down on this beer here. It's out in the open, it's in a glass, and it causes a chemical reaction with the hops inside the beer. It causes a chemical compound inside the hops, which are inside the beer, called MDT. I know I'm gonna get this wrong. Methyl butene thiols. It degrades the hops. And when that happens, you'll notice your beer will start tasting skunked, or light struck. Now this can happen in seconds. People who really can taste beer very well can actually taste the difference of it being out in the sun for 10 seconds or less. I personally can't. I have noticed the difference in a time as small as 10 minutes. Leave it out there for 20 minutes to a half hour, anybody can notice the difference. Now, a few ways to protect yourself of this. 1, drink out of cans. Nothing, no sun, no amount of sun is gonna get through this can. Now, if I'm drinking something like this, much too good of a beer to enjoy out of a can. What I do for a beer like this is I either go inside and drink it, or I'll pour it into a stein. Drink out of a bottle that has dark brown glass. Bottles that don't work are clear glasses. Something like this. That is not going to work at all, except for the fact that this is Miller. I'll get to that in a minute. In a green glass, it'll start to change after 400. In a brown glass, it'll start to change after 500. In a clear glass, 0 nanometers. Another rule, Miller. All Miller products, they use something called tetra hops. This rule does not apply to Miller. It's a hop extract. You're still getting the MBT reaction, but it's hidden or something to that effect. But you could drink outside with this clear glass all day long. You can pour this into a glass all day long, and it's not going to change the effects. There are other things that can change the effects. We'll get into that another time. Is basically, I'm drinking Miller High Lifes all day long. I might sneak in a real good craft every now and then. I'll probably go inside to drink that or in the shade. Notice certain breweries and beers that actually have clear glasses and green glasses. Corona, Heineken. I think done on purpose. I think they took away the clear glasses and turned brown, and people did not like them. They actually liked the flavor of the skunked Corona, which is why they went back to clear. I do believe they still have the regular Corona in brown bottles, and that is called Corona Premier. If you're drinking out of a Corona though, they like to throw a little lime in the top. That hides the funkiness of the skunk flavor. A craft you might know that actually will use clear or green bottles. Saison DuPont. They are, Saison, so they probably don't mind a little funkiness in there. It adds a little complexity to the beer. Not all of them are green or clear, some of them are brown. If you see green or clear, know that it might be a little skunked, which might not be a bad thing in that particular beer. If you're outside barbecuing this year at all, and you want to start having some really good beers, wait till the end of the night when the sun goes down and you're sitting around the fire pit. Don't bring them out in beautiful, beautiful sunlight. Don't waste it. Drink stuff like this. Cheers.